The Taliban in Afghanistan has ruled out talks aimed at a political settlement in an apparent sign that the rebel movement believes it has the upper hand in the 9-year-old war. A defiant statement released to the BBC by a Taliban spokesman said, "We do not want to talk peace with anyone." The move by the Taliban to rule out negotiations can only add pressure on Hamid Karzai. The Afghan president had opened the door to peace talks in the wake of the decision by US President Barack Obama to set a deadline of mid-2011 to begin drawing down the number of troops in Afghanistan. Peter Lloyd reports.
This was the aftermath of another audacious Taliban attack on foreign troops. Insurgents opened fire on NATO's largest airbase in the eastern city of Jalalabad with small arms and rocket-propelled grenades before attempting to blow a perimeter wall with a car filled with explosives. US and NATO commanders concede that an increasingly daring and confident enemy is showing surprising skill and resolve. As fighting intensified, June went down on record as the deadliest month for foreign troops since the war began. Tonight, that confidence was in evidence with a statement from the Taliban leadership sheltering in Pakistan.
Why should we talk if we have the upper hand? And the foreign troops are considering withdrawal, and there are differences in the ranks of our enemies.
Those differences include the dirty laundry and political divisions over military strategy unloaded by disgraced General Stanley McChrystal in Rolling Stone magazine. A scandal of insubordination that led to the dismissal and replacement by General David Petraeus.
The ayes are 99, the nays are 0, and the nomination is confirmed.
Only hours after the Senate confirmed Petraeus as the new Afghanistan commander, the general was on a swing through Europe, first stop NATO command in Brussels.
All of us again recognize the imperative of linking arms and of making way together, as we say in America, of achieving unity of effort, and that is something that we are determined to accomplish.
General Petraeus plans to maintain the current war strategy, building momentum to a mid-year troop surge as he did in Iraq.
Clearly, what we'll want to do is capitalize on those additional forces and indeed the additional Afghan forces that are coming in.
But in his first progress report card in December, he may begin fine-tuning the campaign by recommending to the Obama administration that it soften its exit strategy. It's clear from the statement issued tonight that the Taliban interpreted President Obama's announcement of a mid-2011 drawdown of troops as the beginning of a withdrawal. General Petraeus will also have a job convincing ordinary Afghans that the Americans will not be pulling out next year. The first Afghan he'll have to talk around is President Hamid Karzai, who began making public overtures to the Taliban last December when President Obama unveiled the June 2011 deadline. There were hopes that Australia's mission to train Afghan troops would be bolstered by 50 additional trainers from New Zealand, but today the approach was turned down. The reason? Kiwi leader John Key says Oregon Province, where the Australians are based, is too dangerous.
We've clearly got our SAS there, we've got people in Bamyan. The withdrawal of people is proving to be a little slower than we originally had thought. So on just a number of factors, I didn't think it was an appropriate move.
Meanwhile, the Obama administration has been doing some high-level persuasion to try and curb corruption in the Karzai government, sending US Attorney General Eric Holder on a one-day visit to emphasise the importance of the rule of law.
We applaud President Karzai for his actions and encourage him to continue his efforts as much work remains to be done.
The scale of corruption, including reports that billions of US aid dollars have been flown out of the country to safe havens, has prompted a powerful Congressional Budget Appropriations Committee to suspend the payment of a further $4.5 billion pending hearings next week. Peter Lloyd, Lateline.